2 years after the worst downturn since the Great Depression supposedly ended, America continues to claw its way back from the economic abyss. There is one place, however, where unemployment is virtually non-existent, state coffers are bursting, and a diverse economy is growing almost exponentially. Welcome to North Dakota, the state the recession forgot. With an annual economic impact of nearly $7 billion, agriculture accounts for 30% of the state economy. But an oil boom in the western part of the state now is bringing big trucks and big hopes to North Dakota. Rumors now are circulating that 50 more wells could soon be drilled in the region, and Kozer is a bit concerned for the 20,000 people who now call the Williston area home.
Each rig brings anywhere from 80 to 100 workers with it, and then you get all the extra things that you need, the stores, the restaurants, all the things there, and we're really being pushed to the limits. A big increase in rig count would really challenge us.
In addition to drilling rigs, countless oil jacks dot the otherwise mostly barren landscape, working around the clock, pumping black gold from deep within the earth. But it's the technology deployed on the drilling rigs that has set up a classic oil play in the Bakken. New, and in some respects controversial, horizontal drilling and fracturing methods are unlocking billions of barrels of heretofore inaccessible crude. The procedure, more commonly known as fracking, begins by drilling vertically until workers reach a zone of interest. They then gradually drill to a 90-degree angle. Cement casing is then installed and small fractures are created. Finally, sand and water are injected into the voids, allowing oil or gas to flow into the wellbore.
This technology, being able to go down 2 miles and out 2 miles with the technology to put that drill bit inside a coffee can, down and out 2 miles, 4 miles total, has really changed the game.
As head of the North Dakota Petroleum Council, Ron Ness has seen the North Dakota oil industry expand dramatically in his 13 years on the job, and he says the growth is accelerating.
I didn't think this industry would be where it was 6 months ago today. We keep having to recreate ourselves. The expansion, the ability to take a basin that's producing 100,000 barrels of oil a day and now go to probably 450. This is serious oil. We're just getting started.
Though virtually non-existent 5 years ago, oil production accounts for about 25% of the state's economy, but its share is growing every day. It's similar booms in the 50s and late 70s, but as the holes dried up, so did the economy. This time around, though, officials say things are different.
We think it's going to take about 33,000 wells to produce this oil field. And so we're not even 10% of where we need to be when we get to the end of this drilling phase.
As director of the Department of Mineral Resources, he oversees regulations, permits, and surveys of oil and natural gas sites. And Helms predicts things are going to be rocking in the Bakken for quite a while. In May of 2008, when North Dakota's total oil production was estimated at 4 billion barrels, Helms delivered what he calls his "this is going to be enormous" speech. His outlook was criticized at the time for being too optimistic, but Helms says he actually understated the future of fracking.
That speech actually underestimated what's happening by about 50%. Our estimate of the amount of oil in this Bakken formation just in North Dakota is 170 billion barrels. We think we can get about 11 billion of those barrels out. If someone can come up with a way to just increase the recovery of this oil 1%, that'll be another billion barrels that we'll take out of the ground. So this thing has a very long life to it.
Campers are parked on just about every available space. New developments are under construction, but builders can't complete them fast enough. In the last fiscal year, the city of Williston issued $220 million worth of building permits, 10 times the state average for a community of its size. But for those lured by the call of crude and lucky enough to find housing, opportunities abound. Wait for government solutions? Some companies are taking matters into their own hands.
Got a company in Watford City, North Dakota, Badlands Power Fuels. 2007, he bought the business. He had 20 trucks and 40 employees. Today he's got 600 trucks, 850 employees. building 400 and some apartments, houses.
While the potential is not without pitfalls, North Dakota officials are aggressively embracing the call of crude. And with the nation's lowest unemployment rate and the economy that is the envy of virtually every other state, they claim prospects for prosperity also are high.